Power Mutual, phone the judges, please. Power Mutual, phone the judges.
Follow Red Shores official social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Get the most accurate, up-to-date information on racing, restaurants, casino, and gaming floors, and Red Shores announcements from our Red Shores official platforms.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ninth race judges' inquiry is ongoing. However, the racing officials have made the first four listed on the infield choke board official, the 5-3. 8-6. How much Blaze paid $14.50. The exactor $108.30. Triactor was a 5-3 all ticket at $179.80. Superfecta carryover. Results of the judges' inquiry in the ninth race. 4 Hammock River Cruiser inside 2 consecutive pylons. Not lapped on at the finish. No placings required. Here's the complete and official results in the ninth. I Can Do It 6. J.J. Gracie 7th. Dre's Good Powwow 2nd. Howmack River Cruiser 5th. Howmack Blaze, the race winner. Rock the Baby 4th. Lorne Valley Barb was scratched. Elm Grove Misty 3rd. 28-4, 58-4, 129-1, 159-4. In review, 672, 514, scratch 3. Tenth race on parade, number 1, My Kind of Party, owned by Jonathan McDonald of North Wilshire, trained by Paul McDonald. Donnie McNeil drives. To the Nun, owned by Redland Farm, Bible Hill, Nova Scotia, trained by Earl Smith, Brody McPhee. 3 Libero, owned by Donna Van Meer of Mount Herbert, trained by Randy Van Meer, David Dowling. 4 Sailor Blue, owned by Cindy McDonald, Jossie Martinovich, Tanya and Tessa McKinnon, trained by Cindy McDonald, driven by Kenny Murphy. 5 Magian Tango, owned by Mary Lee Ripley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, Jim Ripley training and driving. 6 A Suicide Shift, owned by Margot Fisher of Fredericton, New Brunswick, trained and driven by Harold Shepard. 7 Mild Hill Willie, owned by John Bro of Shediac, Cape, New Brunswick, and Paul Morrison of Cardigan. Paul is the trainer. The drive goes to Jill's Burial. Number 8 Glider Man, owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Jennifer does the training. Jason Hughes in the sulky. 3 minutes wagering time on race number 10 for race replays. Free race programs and upcoming post times. Go to Redshores.ca.
Two to go here before race number 10, and now we're getting a look at my top selection here for the 10th race. That is the 5 Magian Tango, owned by Mary Lee Ripley of Amherst, Nova Scotia. James Ripley, the trainer and driver. Good third there, first time with the half trotting hobbles on. Looked good on that night, 2 minutes flat, 28-3, closed it out. And off that break, I guess James figured he better put the half trotting hobbles on that steadies the trotters, and it seemed to work on this guy last week. So he's always got a great closing kick, though, and he's raced at the open level for so many years here, and now he finds himself down at this 801 level. He's still looking for his first win on the season. This is 7th start, and so I think this guy is overdue, and I'm putting him on top of my ticket. He's 5-2. The Blue Knight, fresh off a win with Howmack Blaze. He has a shot here with the 8 Glider Man, who's owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Burt. Jennifer's the trainer. A good fourth there at the 1351 level, and fourth prior to that, and 58 at that identical level. And if you look way down at the bottom of his lines, he was a winner right on the front end at the 1351 level. He's also pretty competitive at the open level, where you see he was second there to Freddie in 59-4 with the Blue Knight driving. So down here at this 801 level, he's another horse that is definitely a better horse than he's showing in his last start there, especially with the drop in class. I like this guy here tonight, and he could get it all, but I put him in for second just because he has the 8 hole, and you're getting 13 to 1 on this guy. Okay, time is running out to get a ticket here on race number 10. You're looking at one of the only mares in the field, the Nun and Sailor Blue. I like Sailor Blue to round out my triactor. She's post 4 here tonight. She can get off the gate well, and she can leave out of there pretty well. So I'm looking for Murphy to get her spot at mid-pack. And if she, similar to last week there at that Island Oceans where she sat 5th and ended up finishing 3rd, race timed in 2:01 and 3. She gets a similar trip like that here tonight. She could be definitely on the ticket. If you look 3 back there, she left from post 5 at this identical level, got away 3 and finished 2nd to Suicide Shift. Race time 2 minutes 2:05. So I like her to round out my ticket. You're getting 2 to 1. Trotters lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 10th race. Let's send it back over to Vance Cameron for the race call.
My Kind of Party, the Nun, Libero, Sailor Blue, Magian Tango, Suicide Shift, Mile Hill Willie, Glider Man on the grandstand side, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. And way back here at the start, Mile Hill Willie. There they go, off and trotting. Sailor Blue shooting out for the lead. Second is Libero, Glider Man on the outside. Third, into the turn, My Kind of Party. Fourth, racing from 5th on the outside is Suicide Shift. Then the Nun goes 6th, racing 7th, Magian Tango, and the trailer, that is Mile Hill Willie. Up the backstretch they go, led by Sailor Blue. In line to Kenny Murphy. Set up for the 2-hole ride is Libero. Glider Man into 3rd. Suicide Shift has taken over 4th. My Kind of Party now 5th. The Nun goes 6th. 7th is Magian Tango. Mile Hill Willie plays catch-up 29 seconds flat was the quarter. Over to the 3/8 pole with Sailor Blue the leader. Racing from 2nd, that is Libero. Coming out of the turn 3rd. Glider Man. Suicide Shift has 4th. That is My Kind of Party in 5th. The Nun is 6th. 7th, Magian Tango. And Mile Hill Willie trails halfway home in the 10th. And it's Sailor Blue, the midway point leader in 1 minute and 1. Second around the turn, Libero racing 3rd. Glider Man, Suicide Shift continues 4th. My Kind of Party 5th. There goes the Nun moving to the outside 6th. 7th, Magian Tango is on the outside, and the trailer is Mile Hill Willie. They go to 3/4 next. The unchallenged leader is Sailor Blue. Second is Libero. There goes Glider Man to the outside 3rd. Suicide Shift is racing 4th. Up the inside 5th is My Kind of Party. 3/4 and 1. 31 and 3. A shade more than an 8 to go. Sailor Blue will turn for home the leader. Glider Man on the outside 2nd. Libero now 3rd. Suicide Shift 4th. They're in deep stretch now. Sailor Blue in line to Kenny Murphy. all the way. Glider Man looks for the deuce. Third, Libero, 2-0, 1-1.
And as I mentioned in the pre-races, we got to look at the Universal Media slow-mo here. One of only two mares in the field. We talked about her gate speed. That's the 4 Sailor Blue, and Kenny Murphy used it here, and he got her spotted more than the 3-hole here tonight. He put her right on the front end, and what a crafty steer here as they get up there. 29 flat, half in a minute, 1/5. Nice breather there in the middle portion, 131 and 3, and then she throws the last quarter at them, 29 and 3 on the off track, and fends off that late challenge from Glider Man as Kenny Murphy and Sailor Blue deliver for her backers at 8-1 here tonight. A terrific mile on the off track, and we'll see them back in the Red Shores winner circle in just a moment.
Sailor Blue on her way into the 10th race winner's circle, trotting bay mare. She's 6 by Armbro Barrister. Off the Yankee Glide Dam, Santa Hanover. Home at Cindy McDonald, Yossi Martinovic, Tanya and Tessa McKinnon. Trained by Cindy McDonald, driven to victory by Kenny Murphy. And he put her on top at every call, picking up her 15th lifetime victory tonight, 2-0-1-1. Sailor Blue wires the 10th. Now, the official results in the 10th, My Kind of Party was 8th, The Nun 6th, Libero 3rd, Sailor Blue the race winner, Magian Tango 5th, Suicide Shift 4th, Mild Hill Willie was 7th, Glider Man finished 2nd, 29, 1 minute 1, 131 and 3, and the mile 201 and 1. In review, it's 863. 15472. Sailor Blue returning 1930. The exactor was 7060. Triactor 365.90. Superfecta 386.81.
Atlantic Canada's premier entertainment destination offers exciting action-packed table games including blackjack, baccarat, and ultimate Texas Hold'em in the private games room upper level at Red Shores Charlottetown. Open daily, 5 p.m. until close, and go to Redshores.ca for more details. There's a look at our selections for the upcoming 11th race. I like 2-1-3. Post time picks. Peter McPhee likes a 1-2-6, and Gerard Smith, our classifier, he's on board with me. He likes a 2-1-3 as well. And as I understand it, Gerard Smith celebrating a birthday tomorrow. So I'd like to wish Gerard a very happy birthday from all your friends here at Red Shores. He does a terrific job with the classifying and makes our job tough in the handicapping department. But happy birthday to Gerard from all of us here at Red Shores.
Tonight's 11th race on Post Parade. Number 1, Dusty Lane Zambuca, owned by Alexis Gass of Cornwall, trained by Ronnie Gass. Corey McPherson drives. Ms. Moise, number 2, owned by Olivia May, Quade Hatley, and Andrew Cameron of Charlottetown, trained by Melissa Rennie. Adam Murner. Locker up, number 3, Kenny Arsenault, training and driving for owner Jamie Kennedy, Charlottetown. Le'Veon Rose, number 4, is on the estate of Eric Johnson of Summerside, trained by Glennie McKay. Gilles Barrio. That's Me a Bad, number 5, owned by Mary Jean Noy, Denise Andrew, and Tasha McKenzie. Trained by Jay Noy. Mark Campbell drives. Warwi Eula, number 6, owned by David McDonald of Belfast, trained and driven by Jason Hughes. Seven, You Ain't Dolly, owned by Kelsey Curran of Peaks and David Amadio of Port Moria, Nova Scotia, trained by Brendan Curran. Mark Bradley drives. 3 minutes wagering time on race 11. Top of the Park is proud to present Land and Sea Fridays in September. Complete details available at Redshores.ca.
All right, race 11 on track, 2 minutes to post. On the screen right now is the 2 Miss Moise, owned by Olivia May, Quade Hatley, and Andrew Cameron of Charlottetown. This is a 4-year-old mare by Roll With It Harry. Adam Murner will do the driving for trainer Melissa Rennie. This mare is having a terrific 4-year-old campaign. She has 10 for 16 in the top 3 with 4 wins and a mark of 55-3 taken on that second last start from the bottom. You'll see where she was converted from a pocket trip at that preferred 3 level to get the job done. 28-4, she closed it out, and then she had to race the Bearcats of that division there in the birthplace of Confederation Series. You'll see there 3 back. She was 4th in race time, 53-4, 28-1. Just an incredible mile, but only good for 4th. And against those really tough mares like Dream Fair, Zen Fire, etc. So in this class tonight at that 1251 level. Post 2, I think she's going to be really tough to beat, and I'm putting her on top. She's even money. Another mare that hasn't missed a check on her lines right there is the one Dusty Lane Zambuca. She's been racing super this year, owned by Alexis Gass of Cornwall. Ronnie Gass, the trainer, and Corey McPherson, regular pilot, will be in the seat again tonight. And from post 7 last time out at this identical level, gutsy first over effort, finishing third. Race time 56 and 2, 29 and 3 closed it out. Preferred 3 the week before that. Finished 5th, race time to 55 and change. So I like her as well. She could definitely get the job done in here. And the betting public has her as a favorite right now, 1-2. There's Lock Her Up, jumping up the class ladder here. She was a winner last time out at the 501 level in 57 and 2 for owner Jamie Kennedy and trainer driver Kenny Arsenault. That was at the 501 level, like I say, and now up at the 1251 levels. It's going to be tough for her. But with those 2 inside horses, with the gate speed they have, I think Kenny can cross over. And if he can keep that 3-hole filled, I think she could get the show spot in here off those lines. So that's where I like her on my ticket. She's 5-1. Billy Mares lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 11th race. Lino, let's send it back over to Vance Cameron for the race call.
Dusty Lane Zambuca, Ms. Moyes. Lock Her Up, LaVion Rose. That's Mia Bad. Warwi Eula. You Ain't Dolly. Top of the stretch. Approaching a start. Rough and pacing, Ms. Moyes leaping out. Dusty Lane Zambuca second. Lock Her Up is third. That's Mia Bad from the outside fourth. Away at the rail and racing from fifth is LaVion Rose with Warwi Eula six, and then the trailer is You Ain't Dolly 7. To the backstretch they go. Ms. Moyes in line to Adam Murner on the lead. Second is Dusty Lane Zambuca racing from third. That's Lock Her Up. Fourth up the rail is That's Mia Bad. Racing from fifth is LaVion Rose, followed by Warwi Eula in sixth. Trailing the field seventh, You Ain't Dolly. They pass on by the opening quarter. The leader is Ms. Moyes, tracking along in the 2-hole Dusty Lane Zambuca. Racing from third as they move off the turn, that is Lock Her Up. There's the quarter, it's up in 29 and 2. Racing from fourth, That's Mia Bad. Here comes Warwi Eula, underway to take over fifth. LaVion Rose is sixth, and on the outside, the trailer, You Ain't Dolly. They're halfway home in a minute and 2 into the paddock turn for the second time, led by Ms. Moyes. Textbook 2-hole ride for Dusty Lane Zambuca. Third up the rail, Lock Her Up, continuing fourth as they straighten up the backstretch. That's Mia Bad, now going to the outside. Fifth on the rail to Vion Rose. From the outside, sixth, Warwi Eula. On the cones, the trailer, You Ain't Dolly. 3/4 in the books, and they were there in 1:30 and 3. They round the turn for the second and final time. Shade more than an eighth out. Ms. Moyes homeward bound. Dusty Lane Zambuca second. Lock Her Up third. Down the stretch they come. Ms. Moyes, Dusty Lane Zambuca, Ms. Moyes and Marner all the way. Second is Dusty Lane Zambuca. That's Mia Bad third. 1:59 and 1.
All right, we'll get a look at the slow-mo here, brought to you by Universal Media. As I thought, it would sit 2-1-3, and here Miss Moist goes to the front. Dusty Lane, Zambuca pockets up with Locker Up sitting third, and that's how they sat through the early portion, 29-2. A well-rated mile by Murner here, minute 2/5, 1:30 and 3 to the 3/4. That's Mia Bad crushes my triactor here as she comes first up and beats Locker Up for third, but it is Ms. Moist throwing a last quarter at them, 28-3 on the off, going to get the job done and fending off that challenge from Dusty Lane. Zambuca, the pocket sitter here to get it done on an off night here. Time of the mile, 1:59 and 1. Dusty Lane Zambuca does get the deuce, and the 5, That's Me a Bad, will get the show dough with the 3. Locker Up finishing 4th, but it's Ms. Moist in the 11th here at Red Shores.
Here comes Ms. Moist into the 11th race winner's circle. Bay pacing mare 4 by Roll Within Harry from the Art Escape Dam Chocolate Art, owned by Olivia May, Quade Hatley, and Andrew Cameron of Charlottetown. Trained by Melissa Reddy, driven to victory by Adam Murner. Every call's a winning one in 1:59-1. Ms. Moist in the 11th.
Management and staff at Red Shores want your experience to be fun and entertaining. That is why we offer information on how our games work, tips to keep your gambling fun, and available community resources. For more information, please speak to one of our PlayWise advisors or stop by the PlayWise Information Center.
Now the official results in race 11, Dusty Lane Zambuca was second. Ms. Moist the winner. Locker Up 4th. Le'Veon Rose 5th. That's Me a Bad 3rd. Warwi Eula 6th. You Ain't Dolly was 7th. They went 29-2, 1 minute 2. 1:30-3, and the mile 1:59-1. From the top, it's 2:14, 5:3, 6:7. Ms. Moist returning $5.50. Exactor $12.60, Triactor $32, Super Factor was $8.57.
Red Shores Summerside will feature harness racing Monday nights with a special post time at 6:30 p.m. On-track customers who play the Pick 5 will receive a buy one, get one voucher. Wild Horses tags will be $50 a race, and off-track customers can play through HBIBet.com Mondays at Summerside. Go to Redshores.ca for race dates and free programs. There's a look inside the paddock cam presented by Metro Home Building Center as we get a look at the 12th race and our selections. I like a 5-4-1, Peter McPhee going with a 5-4-2, and Gerard Smith going also with a 5-4-2. Post parade coming up next.
The preferred mares on the 12th race post parade. Number 1, The Time to Win, owned by Shirley Weeks of Hunter River, trained by Ron Matheson. Tonight, Mark Bradley drives. Better Be in Love, number 2, owned by Brendan Mullen, Cole McLaren, Aaron McCardle. Trained by Brendan Mullen, Brody McPhee drives. Lions Jenny Lee, number 3, owned by Chris and Suzanne Davies, and Carol Wright, trained by Chris Davies, driven by Kenny Murphy. Large John Legacy, number 4, owned by Arnold Myers, Sterling McClure, and Luke Beck of Charlottetown, and Luke Beck celebrates his birthday today, so it's happy birthday greetings out to Luke Beck. She's trained by Bo Ford and driven by Jill's Burial. 5 is Dream Fair Zen Fire, owned by Ryan and Everett McLeod of Surrey, trained and driven by Mark Campbell. Down to 3 minutes wagering time on race number 12. 3 minutes to post time. And Kurt, you and I are going to come up with our selections in the 12th. And again, we thank Results Advertising and Marketing for their presentation of the Vance Cam. Here in the 12th, no place to go but to the 5. In my view, that's Dream Fair Zen Fire. We got a very small group in here about to go postward. She'll either do it from the front or she'll come off the pace. 4, Large John Legacy was going to be her most major threat in here. And if you take a look up and down the program, this mare's always in it right down to the very end. I'm using her for the deuce. I did get a look at your selections, Kurt, just prior to the post parade, and I'm right on board with you with number 1, The Time to Win, to complete the triactors. And if you happen to play the super, I'd like the 2, Better Be in Love. Here in the booth, I like 5-4-1-2.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I like 5-4-1-2 as well. Tough to go against Dream Fair Zen Fire. Large on Legacy. Hard to believe she only has 1 win this season. What a season she's having, just on the board but can't break through. Maybe tonight we'll see on the off track. But we also like the 1 as well, The Time to Win and Better Be in Love. I'm right there with you, Vance. And thank you for your picks tonight. And thanks, Results Marketing and Advertising, for the Vance Cam. You got about 1 minute to get in the action here in race 12. Tough to go against the 5 as we're getting close here in race number 12. Dream Fair Zenfire 2-5. Large John Legacy 6-5. Those two mares seem to be the favorites in here, but if you're looking for a long shot play, Better Be in Love right now 6-1. She's racing super in her last few starts, and the Time to Win also racing really well, and she's on the rail with 16-1 odds. If you don't want to play the chalks here in this one, a lot of good odds to the inside here as we're getting close in the 12th. Preferred 2 mares lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It's post time for the 12th. Over to Vance Cameron for the race call.
The Time to Win, Better Be in Love, Lions Jenny Lee, Large on Legacy, Dream Fair Zenfire, top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, Dream Fair Zenfire, Large on Legacy, Better Be in Love, the Time to Win along the rail. Lions Jenny Lee, they're 4 wide around the turn. Showtime on a nasty night at Charlottetown. To the backstretch they go, the Time to Win at the rail. Right alongside Large on Legacy is about to take over. Third at the rail. Better Be in Love, Dream Fair Zenfire had to go to Plan B in big time, backed up to 4th. Then the trailer 5th is Lions Jenny Lee on past the opening quarter. Large on Legacy for Burial was there in 28-4. Second, the Time to Win, Better Be in Love 3rd, then racing 4th. Dream Fair Zenfire trailing the field. Lions Jenny Lee down the stretch for the first time en route to the opening half mile. Large on Legacy getting them halfway home. Second, the Time to Win. There goes Dream Fair Zenfire up on the outside 3rd. Better Be in Love now 4th. And then the trailer 5th. Lions Jenny Lee over to the half mile in 59 seconds flat. It's Large on Legacy, the leader at 5-8. Coming with her now is Dream Fair Zenfire. Third up the rail, the Time to Win. Better Be in Love goes 4th. And the trailer 5th. Lions Jenny Lee, the new leader at 3/4. That's Dream Fair Zenfire to take over late for Campbell. Second is Large on Legacy. The Time to Win in 3rd. Better Be in Love 4th. Lions Jenny Lee 5th. The 3/4. 127-3. 28-3 in the 3rd. It's all Dream Fair Zenfire in the home stretch. Large on Legacy 2nd. The Time to Win 3rd. Dream Fair Zenfire with Mark Campbell alone on the line. Large on Legacy was 2nd. The Time to Win 3rd. 156-4.
Well, I think I run out of adjectives for this mare and how to describe what a pleasure it would be to drive her. I've said it before, she's just like a car to drive. She can leave off the gate, come from off the pace. It doesn't really matter. She can race out of a hole, off a helmet. It doesn't matter. Campbell had to go to Plan B off the wings as they were 4 wide going into that first turn, and it was Large on Legacy getting to the lead with Barrio. They wanted to cut it. 28-4, 59, 127-3, 28-3 up the backside as Dream Fair Zenfire comes first up, a trip she's really not that used to, but she does it here tonight as Campbell stepped on the gas pedal and closed it out 29-1 on the end of it for a mile of 156-4. Large on Legacy gets the deuce, and Time to Win does get the show dough with the 2, Better Be in Love, finishing 4th. So Vance and I hit the superfecta here in the 12th at Red Shores.
Dream Fair Zenfire arriving at the 12th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare 5 by Sunfire Blue Chip off the Rock and Roll Hanover Dam Dream Fair Zenyatta, owned by Ryan and Everett McLeod of Surrey, trained and driven to victory by Mark Campbell. The mile 156 and 4. Dream Fair Zenfire in the Thursday night feature at Charlottetown. Now the official results in the 12th, the time to win 3rd, Better Be in Love 4th, Lions Jenny Lee 5th, Lurjon Legacy was 2nd, Dream Fair Zenfire, the race winner, 28 and 4, 59, 127 and 3, and a mile 156 and 4. In review, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Dream Fair Zenfire paid $250. Exactor $380, Tractor $1310, and the Superfecta $177.
Red Shores and Nimbus Publishing is promoting the best-selling book about harness racing superstar Some Beach Somewhere. Some Beach Somewhere, the harness racing legend from a one-horse stable, is available now at bookstores everywhere and through Amazon.
Race number 13 on the track for the post parade. Dueling Banjos 1, owned by Jay and Mary Jean Noy. Denise and William Andrew, trained by Jay Noy, driven by Mark Campbell. 2 Pacific Delight, owned by Jimmy Gorman, Eldred Nicholson, Bobby Joe Matheson, and Quentin Bevan, trained by Ronnie Matheson. Gilles Barrio drives. 3 Michelle Z. Tam is owned by Robbie Hughes of Stratford, trained and driven by Jason Hughes. 'Kiss Me, I'm Irish wears number 4 for owners Bernard, Joseph, and Robert McNeil, trained by Tommy Weatherby, Brody McPhee driving. 5 Fluentosity is owned by Shane and Blaine Baglow of Cornwall. Blaine is the trainer. Mark Bradley drives. 6 Gonna Fool Ya, owned by Brittany Watts, Rick Adams, Matt and David Burke, trained and driven by David Dowling. 7 is Rose Lily, owned by Robin Burke of Brackley. Wade Myers trains and drives. Final call for wagering on the 13th. Red Shores Summerside moves to Monday nights at 6:30. Kurt is back in a minute.
Okay, onto the track we go here for the finale at Charlottetown. There's my top choice on the screen right now. That's the 2 Pacific Delight, owned by James Gorman, Eldred Nicholson, Bobby Joe Matheson, and Quentin Bevan. This is a 4-year-old mare by Better's Delight, and she is having a terrific season. 17 for 18 in the top 3. The only blemish on the line there is that 6th place finish. The only time she finished off the check money board there this year. Just a terrific season. She has 5 wins, a mark of 56-1, and last time out was a real good effort, 57-1. That was at this identical level. So I like her to win it here tonight from post 2 with Barrio. I think they're going to get a real good trip in here, and I love her odds, 5-1. And now we're getting a look at the 6 Gonna Fool You, owned by Brittany Watts, Rick Adams, Matt and David Burke. It's a real nice mare. She had a nice win there in her last start, 55-1, and the start prior to that, a nice win as well, 56-2. She has great gate speed, and I think she's going to get to the front again here tonight. The only one I think can go with her off the gate is the 4 Kiss Me, I'm Irish, and Brody McPhee. So we'll see what they do in here, but I think Dowling's going to be aggressive with this mare. If you look at her line, she's been racing all the way up to the preferred 1. So 1501's here tonight. I think he'll be very aggressive, and the bettors also think so because she is 3-5. And I'm putting Fluentosity in there as a long shot for third. Just think she reeled off 3 in a row, and then she had the race, the preferred 3, preferred 2 level. That second last start with Mark Bradley, 54-4, terrific mile. Mark Bradley back in the bike here in this one, and 15:01 level. I think she could get a trip in here, and I like her to round out my try. 30-1 now on the board as the filly mares begin to move up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Back over to Vance Cameron for the call.
Dueling Banjos, Pacific Delight, Michelle Z. Tam. Kiss Me, I'm Irish, Fluentosity, Gonna Fool Ya, Rose Lily outside, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Finale time. Rough and pacing, Michelle Z. Tam, Pacific Delight, Gonna Fool Ya, firing way wide, Rose Lily into the turn and a cavalry charge. Gonna get away fifth is Kiss Me, I'm Irish, racing six, Dueling Banjos. Fluentosity trails seventh, to the backstretch they go. Gonna Fool Ya for David Dowling cleared the lead. Second is Pacific Delight, dropping in to be third. That is Rose Lily. Now moving up into fourth is Kiss Me, I'm Irish. Michelle Z. Tam in fifth. To the outside six is Fluentosity. Now the trailer, Dueling Banjos, 28 and 3, the opening quarter, over to the 3/8 pole, and on the point, Gonna Fool Ya is the fraction setter. Racing from second, Pacific Delight. Up and on the move on the outside third, Kiss Me, I'm Irish underway. Racing from fourth on the outside, Fluentosity. Rose Lily now in fifth. Michelle Z. Tam on the outside sixth, trailing the field. Dueling Banjos, 59 and 1 was the half. Midway into the paddock turn for the second time, the leader, Gonna Fool Ya, the challenger. Kiss Me, I'm Irish. Up the rail, third, Pacific Delight. Fourth is Rose Lily, Fluentosity on the outside. She's fifth. Up the rail, Dueling Banjos sixth. And on the outside, the trailer is Michelle Z. Tam. They're on past the three-quarters. Kiss Me, I'm Irish is now the leader. In at the rail, Gonna Fool Ya has the cones. From the outside, Pacific Delight. Swinging out three wide third. 3/4 and 1. 28 and 4, and they're coming for home now. Kiss Me, I'm Irish, the leader. Gonna Fool Ya, Pacific Delight. Rose Lily is coming up the rail. To the wire they come. Pacific Delight closing it out for Vario. Rose Lily second. Kiss Me, I'm Irish third. In 1:59 flat.
I really like this mare in there tonight, and what a great drive by Barrio as he left hard off the wings with the two, Pacific Delight, and then sat the pocket behind the 6, Gonna Fool Ya there up to the quarter, 28 and 3, half 59 and 1. Kiss Me, I'm Irish and McPhee came first up here, and they were almost clear there heading to the three-quarter pole at 128 and 4, and that's when Barrio vacated the two-hole right onto Kiss Me, I'm Irish's back and tipped off her back at the top of the stretch. Very crafty steer, and he down the lane, she responds and gets up for the win here. A nice mile on the off track. 1:59 flat is the mile. Another terrific mile from this mare. Makes 6 wins on the season. Now 18 for 19 in the top 3. Another victory here tonight she adds to her win column here. The 7 raced well here. Rose Lily left off the wings. Got rewarded with the deuce up the pass the lane, and the 4, Kiss Me, I'm Irish. A gutsy effort, but she handles the 3 prize here at even money. So the 2 does get the job done for me here at 5-1, and we'll see Pacific Delight and Barrio in the Red Shores winner circle in just a moment.
Pacific Delight arriving at the 13th race winner's circle. Bay facing mare 4, Babetter's Delight off the Pacific Felladam. Pacific Philly, owned by Jimmy Gorman, Eldred Nicholson, Bobby Joe Matheson, and Quentin Bevan. Trained by Ronnie Matheson and driven to victory by Jules Barriol. Mile and 1:59. Pacific Delight in the nightcap. Now the official results in the 13th, Dueling Banjos 6, Pacific Delight the race winner. Michelle Z. Tam 4th, Kiss Me I'm Irish 3rd. Fluentosity was 5th. Gonna Fool Ya finished 7th. Rose Lily was 2nd, fractions went 28 and 3. 59 and 1, 128 and 4, the mile 159. In review, it's 614, 3572. Pacific Delight 1320, Exactor 102.50, Triactor 871.20, Superfecta was 295.18, and the late daily double paid 23.70. And that completes our live presentation on this night at the driving park. Racing continues here on Saturday evening, 6 o'clock, opening post time. Tonight's par mutual handle was $57,038. Ladies and gentlemen, from up top of the Charlottetown Driving Park, thanking you for joining us. This is Vance Cameron, bidding you a safe journey home.